Your sense of things as they're unfolding today?
Look, we've had lots of problems in the morning, which the IEC should be ashamed of, that there are voting stations of the proportions of voters that were there. For instance, in Ward 81 of Tshwane, in Sunnyside, it's a big voting station. Historically, we all know that. And they opened at 9 because they didn't have ballot papers. So it's a shame, and they must begin to get up their game. There are still people who are returned from their voting stations because they're wearing party regalia. These are basic things that we kept resolving with the 2 days of registration campaign. We should have competent and literate people and presiding officers all over. Otherwise, they've been responding to those problems with speed. We appreciate that. And we are happy. Our forces are on the ground. South Africans must know that the day is still young. Let us go out there and vote the EFF.
And that really has been the sense from all the leaders, is to say to get everybody, those that have registered, get them to the polling stations, make sure that you get there on time. Don't be frustrated if the lines are a little bit long, but you're making history.
Yes, I mean, the only new thing in these elections, as you know, historically, is the EFF. And it is the only political party that has a proposition about the future. Everyone else wants to be voted for because of the past, whether they liberated us or because they've been around for 22 years or 10 years in some corner. But being around for the last 22 years, it means we have to blame you because there hasn't been any jobs. We have to blame you for the strife that our people have been experiencing. So the EFF is the only one that has a proposition about what must happen that is different.
Many people may argue it's that lack of inexperience that even though people vote for you, is that the true test is really once you're in positions of power, once you're running those municipalities, if you win a metro, that is real litmus test for the EFF.
The ideas of the EFF are tried and tested. The problem ideologically of the DA and the ANC is that they're trying to apply solutions. Their political and economic policies are based on first world countries. They're trying to apply solutions that are done in first world countries. That's why they're not succeeding. So their solutions are the inexperienced solutions. They've never been tried in economies like the South African economy. Our propositions are based on tried and tested policies in developing countries where the state plays a central role in resolving economic problems such as jobs, industrialization, provision of quality health care, and so on and so forth. That's why we know we are going to thrive, is because of the truth. That truth that we represent in those policies is tried and tested.
Yes, many may argue that it's not tried and tested by you yet, so we'll have to wait and see. That, of course, is the EFF's Mbuyiseni Ndlozi giving us his overview and just a sense of how things are unfolding from their perspective. He did, of course, have a stern word for the IEC in those polling stations where they have opened really, really late, and also encouraged South Africans to get to the polling stations. If you've registered, you have to vote. Alicia.